So I decided to make a video about uh, my father-in-law's farm. This has been a long time ago. I don't even, it might have been like a decade ago or more. But I was asked to feed the animals, while he went to work. And so I went into the chicken coop. I didn't realize, the roosters attacked people, I just, because I wasn't around them before. So I figured it was like a chicken, it'd just run from you or whatever. So I brought in the feed and fed and brought the water and dumped the water in the containers. And in this rooster come out and he was like walking, just like, just walking around and kind of walking along the fence line right in front of me. I started talking to him, just being nice like I did cats and dogs, and I'm sitting there holding a bucket in my hand, and anyway, he's like, dude, he's coming up at me, and he all of a sudden, like the song "Everybody Was Kung Fu Fighting," like he jumps up and kicks me, like he jumps up like wow, and he's flapping, and he's does this kung fu at me, and I just went into reaction. I smacked him with a bucket and knocked him to the ground. Well, he like returned and jumped right back up at me. He's like, like only like not like a turkey, but like like a mean ass rooster, coming up and kicking at me again. I just saw his feet. I smacked him again. And then he kept doing it. Smacked him again. Smacked him again. Finally, he hit the ground, and I was trying to back up, and he was like just attacking me and jumping up, and just kept kung fu theatering me. So finally, I hit him like the fifth or sixth time. He's laying on the ground. He's like, bark, and I was terrified. I just didn't. I felt so bad, and I went over to him and I pet him, and I was like, oh, I'm really sorry. I wasn't trying to be mean to you, but I just, out of reaction, I just attacked him, so I beat up a damn rooster. I felt like crap. And all this crap happened in one day, just so you know. So I go out of there, and I was feeling bad, feeling really, really bad that I hurt the rooster, and I was like, man, I hope he doesn't die. And I go in to feed the there was a 1,200-pound pig there, and so I dumped all the the fruit and the grain and all the other stuff that we fed him, and in the bucket of water I dumped a bunch of water in for him, and so anyway, the pig was pretty cool. Didn't try to do anything. He was massive. I didn't even dare try petting him either. I was kind of a little bit afraid of him. And I had to go feed the stallion. He was horse was kind of a dick. And so I was feeding him. Got him the hay and got him some water, and I'm inside with him. I didn't know he would attack me, and so he like his ears dropped down and he rushed me with his head all jerked forward like this, and his horse teeth out trying to bite me and everything, and trying to stomp me and everything, I was just like, and I took off running, and I ran like maybe 20-30 feet into this little grove of trees, because the fence line went all the way around this thing, and I went and ran in between it, and this horse was trying to maneuver through to bite me and kick me, and there was these little tiny trees that were like about this big, like nothing big, too big, he's pushing through and he's trying to bite me, and I'm sliding in, trying to get through these trees, and I'm yelling at this damn thing, and he's running around. He runs around the other side, so I'm getting back over here. And he runs on this side, and he starts making his way through a lot easier, like he had planned this shit. And so uh, I push through the fence line. I take off running. I'm just like, and this horse takes off around the trees to come get me. And I run as fast as I can. I'm a pretty fast runner. And so I jumped over over his fence line, and the damn thing almost got me. And he was trying to stomp me and bite me. I jumped over, and I fell inside the pen with Pig. I fell right on top of his food, like right in, boom, like that. And what it was is a 55-gallon drum cut in half was his food dish. Well, I fit perfectly inside there. At 18, 20 years old, I was a fairly skinny dude. And this giant pig, like, next thing I know, I just see this thing coming for my face, and he's just right there. And I shot up out of that food dish really fast, man. I don't know how I did it, did a kung fu thing. And I like levitated out there, whoa, and I jumped up on the fence line, and the pig tried eating me, like he was going to eat my head off. And I jumped back in. I'm like, I'm going to fight the horse, man. I ain't even going to mess with the pig. So I was punching at the horse's face, trying to get him to back up. And he's got his ears back, and he's, trying to get me. And I'm on the fence line, and I'm just punching and screaming at this damn thing. And finally, I get up, get my balance, and I run across the fence line because it's wood board, big old thick boards like that. And so I run across part of it, jump off into the pig pen, and I run across, his area. The pig ain't chasing me, he just thought I was gonna fall in for him to eat, I guess, so I could eat my face off. So I'd run and jump over there, and the stupid horse is over here in this other pen. And then I run over, and I'm pissed off at this point, angry at why the hell am I on a farm trying to help, got attacked by, not necessarily attacked, but two of them tried getting me, and then one of them was going to eat me. So I went over and checked the rooster before I went in and complained to my wife about everything. And I ended up having to tell my father-in-law, I was like, because he didn't know me very well or anything back then, not very long. And so I said, hey man, sorry to tell you, your chicken with a glove on his head, he's like, a rooster? And I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. I said, he like attacked me out there. I said, I thought he was coming to see me. I was gonna pet him. He jumped up and tried sidekicking me in the face with his toenails, and he looked at me like I was the dumbest person he ever heard. And I was like, I kicked your chicken's ass, and he got really pissed off. He's like, all you had to do was put a bucket over him. I said, I've never been around chickens or roosters before. I didn't know. I said, he just attacked me like your chicken knows kung fu and was like trying to beat me up. I said, I guess I wasn't supposed to be in his neighborhood or something, man. And he didn't find me funny at all. So, oh man. But anyway, I ended up getting the look, and oh man, just it was kind of hilarious. When I look back on it now, I remember telling him and the grandfather, I was like, hey man, that cow has got sores and stuff like all over the cow's got these sores all over its nipples, His face was like, he's like, what? I said, there's bleeding sores on the nipples of the cows. And he's like, udders? And I was like, I don't know what the hell you call them. I guess that makes sense now that I think about it, But I didn't grow up on a farm, I grew up in a small town, but we had pets and everything, but we didn't have cows and chickens and pigs. I mean, there was pigs up the street. My friend had some, but I had ducks. Ducks were cool. They didn't try to, bite you or anything like that. Um, but anyway,